Hello, happy Monday. It's bank holiday here in the UK. Welcome to weekly vlog 67. As you can hear, my voice is still not it. I have had a very restful weekend, but I have been busy doing stuff, which has been nice. I did some baking. I'll put a picture in here. I made my favourite primary school dessert. It's like sweet pastry with raspberry jam and then chocolate cake and like a tart thing. I had that with chocolate custard last night for dinner. So good. I've been crocheting. I've been working on a couple projects, which is all cool. I did some mending sewing jobs. Please excuse the fact it's, you know, near the crotch of my trousers, but I embroidered this little patch on and I added a zip to this pyjama bag. You know, just those fabric bags things come in. I made a project bag for my crochet. So cool. And I did shorten some trousers. I bought like some hot pink with poppers down the side of the leg tracksuit bottoms from Vinted. They're originally from Next, and yeah, they're a bit long, so yeah, so I shortened them. So yeah, so I was quite happy with my jobs I did out of my fixing box. And in the new project bag, I made the back bit of my Art Nouveau cardigan, and I started on the front bit yesterday. I've been writing it all down in my little book, just so it helps me keep track of how many rows I'm doing a day and when I change balls of wool and how much a ball of wool gets me. So yeah, so it's been very productive. Ro was busy being, he was out and about doing multiple bits, went to like some airfields, did like a boat thing, you know, had a late night doing some building Saturday at the communal workshop. So yeah, so and apart from me being just poorly, I've just been really tired, really run down. My voice obviously is not great. Just been, my energy's drained. It's sort of, yeah, like I did a really big day yesterday, kind of feeling, and the next day I'm just tired and, you know, that kind of thing, but I haven't. So yeah, apart from going as far as the local corner shop, I've been an indoor girl all weekend. But hey, we did get our Iceland's delivery Saturday, which was all cool. We're only missing one thing, which was hot dog rolls, so I plan to pick those up during the week. We actually are, because it's like just come up to 11:10, just cooking some sausages now because I really fancy a sausage sandwich. And yeah, so I'm cooking some sausages and I offered Ryan, he said yes, so we're having, you know, gutsy brunch. Although more for us it will be lunch, because yeah, just like that. So yeah, so today's plan is to be indoors just because tired and poorly and just, yeah, not quite. Right, is going to pick up some parcels from the Imbos locker because I have got a couple of bits of Vinted recently. One of the things he's picking up is for him, one is for me, so yeah. And then I think I've got 2 other bits coming or 1 other bit. So yeah, so I've been getting a few little bits on Vinted, so that's been quite nice. You know, I've got some little like vest crop top things that I use as just summer bras or just to layer under like thin shirts, as well as obviously the pink popper trousers. And I got a pink dress I really wanted from Primark last year. Sorry, my arm's quite achy, but I couldn't justify the thing. It was something silly like £18 for like a midi t-shirt dress, and I'm like, that's a lot of money, you know, for a not great quality dress. But I found it on Vinted for something, and then it went down to a £5, and it's unworn, it's new, and I'm like, I will buy it for a £5. So yeah, so we got that. I've got hopefully some deliveries this week. I've got a wool delivery from online, from TikTok, from Yarn Addicts. I did 2 more of their surprise bags. I did see them watch live as well, and it's really good, as well as a few bits in their shop I bought. So we got that arriving this week, and I have also got a temu order arriving at some point soon. That has only just been dispatched from the warehouse though, so that might not be this week, that might be more next week, but you never know. I made a crochet Instagram, and I did a post on my Instagram, so I'm getting back into Instagram, which is cool. I will keep working on my backlog of outfit of the days I've got for my TikTok once my voice is back to normal, because I like to do little voiceovers of, you know, where my outfit's from. It's mainly outfit of the days on there, and odd little bits and pieces. It's sort of separate things. So yeah, TikTok is outfit of the day, little bits and pieces, little videos. Instagram is pictures, outfits, stuff I like, stuff I enjoy, stuff I'm doing, sewing, crafting, you know. And then I've just made a crochet one that I'm gonna put my crochet updates on, and obviously when I start doing my little crochet podcast things, which I plan to start after I've done my 6-month updates, and I can, you know, combine it in with that, and also it gives me another like 2-3 weeks to finish what I'm working on now. So then for my 6 months I can be like, I've made this in 6 months, here's what I kind of learned, and then start a thing there. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to share every day on there what I'm making every day crochet wise, so yeah. Feel free to follow me on there, I will link it down below. Although if you're family, you might not want to, not because I'm being mean, but because I want to share progress pictures of all your Christmas presents. And if you don't want to see what you're getting for Christmas, because some of it is a surprise, some of it I've decided to make you and I've not told you what it is. So yeah, if you don't want to ruin your own Christmas surprise, I love you, don't follow my crochet Instagram, okay? So yeah, so that's the warning for my family, because I have got some surprise Christmas ideas of handmade things I want to make. But obviously I cannot share them on my Facebook or my normal Instagram because my family follow me on there, so don't follow my crochet one. After Christmas maybe, but you know, I want to do some surprises. If you want to know what the hell you're getting and you want to see every bit of it, feel free, but you know, let me know. But yeah, so there we go. There is a warning, you know. But there we go, the ovens just went, so I'm gonna go and cut up some sausages and make some sausage sandwiches, because yeah, I'm quite hungry today. As lovely as having cake and custard was for dinner, because I wasn't particularly hungry last night, I am starving this morning. So yes, I'm gonna go have some breakfast, and then after that I'm gonna put wash load on, yeah, crack on with a few house jobs and some just creative bits and pieces today. I was gonna go up to the local workshop. I will say with this, whatever I've got, I haven't needed to nap, which is nice, but I've just felt, yeah, extremely just wrung out. Someone's got me and squeezed me, got every drip out of me, so I'm just, yeah, my energy is not here, so I am trying, but I'm not sleepy, I'm just, yeah, very low energy. So the fact I'm going to try and vlog as much this week as possible, please forgive if it's not that interesting. My voice is dreadful, or some days I just don't have the spoons. Okay, we're really trying, but yeah, my energy is minimal, you know. minimal slash critical. We're at the sort of, you know, I'm on day 4, blobbing on the sofa, and I haven't complained yet. So that's how rubbish I feel. We know I'm crap at resting. So yeah. So, but on the phone, I'm gonna go make myself a sausage sandwich because I'm hungry, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people a wee bit later. Bye. Hello, happy afternoon. We're having a quiet, creative day today. I'll flip you around quickly. We've got Sewing Bee on the TV. It's my favourite programme to sit and binge when you just want something creative on. Oh, crochet YouTube today is just sounding like gibberish to my ears. So yeah, and I'm just, not quite. I thought let's go with some sewing. I managed 2 episodes before I decided to do some sewing myself while watching it. It always happens. It's my biggest way, if I'm ever in a slump, to get myself back into sewing, is to watch Sewing Bee. All the seasons, 1 to the latest one, are all on BBC iPlayer. If you're in the UK, it's great. So yeah, so I'm gonna start a sewing project. I was doing some crochet, and I do plan to go back to it later. I'm just having a wee break. I'm working on the front panel for the cardigan. I've got up to, I think it's 14 rows. Yeah, no, 16 rows. Sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, 16 rows. And I need to go up to, I think it's 24 before I then start decreasing for both the armhole and the front. So yeah, but this is turning out really well. Super soft, like really lovely and soft. And yeah, so it crochets up nice and quick, that lovely soft wool. So yeah, so I'm hoping to get that front panel finished today, so then it means I can start the other front panel tomorrow, and that one might take like 2 days because I started that one last night, so a day and a half, 2 days. So that would be nice. So then I can stitch marker it together and try it on, and then figure out sleeves and fun things like that. And I have done a little drawing actually on my phone of what I want it to look like. So when I keep saying like metro style cardigan, I have a visual finally. I downloaded a drawing app on my phone, so I can like show you guys what I mean. But I think I'll show it here, but I will also be inserting it on another clip probably. No, that's just my pictures. But so there is the metro sign. So that's what I mean by the Paris Metro, and this is the front with the 2 types of layers, and it's gonna have ribbing, and then here's the back with the applique that's going to be layered on top. So yeah, so I thought it's probably the easiest way to try and describe what I want to do is do a little drawing. So I downloaded a little drawing app on my phone, a little sketchbook app. It's very good because sometimes I get really good like ideas for drawings or paintings, and I want to draw them out quickly, but I don't have a sketchbook or a pencil on me. So yeah, so I quickly draw it like in my notes. So yeah, so having the little sketchbook app was very useful for me to download. But yeah, but as I was saying, done some crochet. I will finish that panel, so then I can start working on the second panel. But I've decided to do some sewing, and I've decided to make myself some dungarees. So we're going to cut out the pattern, and hopefully we're going to cut out the fabric today. That would be magic to get those 2 done in 1 day, because to me that is 2 days worth of jobs. But this is quite a simple pattern, and I am simplifying it even more. They have you adding buttons and tying the back straps in. No good when you're me with short arms that are a bit I hate zips and buttons and stuff on the back. I can't do them by myself. And I have stretch fabric, so there's no point. So yeah, so this is the pattern, and I'm going to make this view here, the shorter view. Probably going to extend them just a little bit so they're more knee length. But yeah, so I really want some knee length dungarees for the summer. And this is the thing that they show on the back, is that they button up in the back of the dungaree, and then the straps tie through loops and you knot them on there, It's useless when you're by yourself. So what I'm going to do is make this wide strap here go all the way across. It's just going to be a strap. And these ones I'm actually going to sew down. Have them cross. But I'm going to sew them down into the waistband. And I'm going to get rid of that button bit in the back. So yeah, so all this is just going to stretch on, basically. Because I am sewing with this spectacular fabric. It's so hard to... You get actually the best colour there. Is you can get an idea of what it looks like with the pinks and greens and purple. That's the colouring of this. It's not just silver as it appears. So yeah, but yeah, you see it, and it is stretchy. It's got one-way stretch, but it is stretchy. So I'm going to obviously cut it the correct way, so I give myself stretch across the body, so then it will fit my body. And yeah, I got this on the fabric shopping a couple of years ago. I did plan back then to make a jumpsuit, but I'm thinking comfy, like homemade Lucy and Yak style dungarees. And I thought these are fun and shiny, so you know, disco for every day, and then my cool crochet things that I'm making will go really well with it, as well as just my obsession at the moment with hot pink and my really cool new trainers. So yeah, so hopefully if there is enough left over, I might also make myself a pair of shorts, or some trousers. We will see. But I would like to make something else out of it, something for my bottom half. So yeah, shorts or trousers. I'm not particularly wanting a skirt out of it. I quite like the skirts I already own. And yeah, it's if I want to make a skirt, I want to make a full-on dress, is basically my thing at the moment. I like the skirts I own, and I've been more veering towards fun trousers or shorts or bottoms. So yeah, I have done some house jobs. I've done a wash load, but it's so great and windy and gross out there. I don't want to have my balcony door open, so I'm not going to. So might indulge and have like the heating on it for like an hour or so later, just to get the washing started, and then it can dry overnight in an airer. But yeah, so that's my kind of plan for today, is yeah, cut out the pattern for this and cut out the fabric for these dungarees and get the front panel of my Paris Metro cardigan finished, which would be great. And I will say this method I've been using, which was the whole reason why I did a practice cardigan, so I'm rambling a bit. This is why I want to do crochet podcasts where I can just talk crochet nonsense. Where I did my practice and then I drew around it like a sewing pattern, but it's like a block, which is like a base pattern you can do for when you make your own sewing patterns. So I've sort of used it as like a block for my Metro cardigan for doing the front and the armholes, and yeah, it shows me, because then I can like measure it in where I need to decrease and that. So yeah, so I definitely think this, although it's not obviously the way you're meant to crochet, it's more about measurements and just getting it. Because I sew, I find that way really helps me. So yeah, so I might make in time a whole load of like just blocks of basic shapes for crochet garments, like a vest, and you know, of course the cardigan one's pretty good, and also maybe a jumper front and back. Sleeves are pretty good, they're just rectangles and you add cuffs. I'm not planning to do any fun shaped sleeves, and most interesting ones are bell sleeves, which you increase, so that's just following a tutorial, to be honest. But yeah, no, I find this way is really helping me with my sizing. So yeah, so I'm learning as I go, and that's you know, it's not how you're meant to crochet, but there's no, you know, you don't go to jail if you don't follow rules. You do it however you feel comfortable learning. My sewer brain quite likes comparing against a pattern piece, so that's working really well for me, my sizing and all that. So yeah, so I feel a lot better and don't feel so anxious about doing this all in my fancy wall. Bearing in mind I'm on ball number 3 of it, you know, which probably should do this whole front panel, and then the other one might be a whole wall of wool, or just under then there's sleeves and cuffs and ribbon, and then the appliques. So yeah, which will be interesting because that is just freeform crochet. Ironically, I will have to watch some videos about how to freeform crochet. But yeah, but for now I'm gonna figure out what I need to cut out for these dungarees. I think it's pretty much everything, but some bits just because I'm not doing all the pockets and stuff. I don't think it will be needed. I never really use the front pocket on dungarees. They're just an extra bit of fabric that takes longer to dry. And also I don't use the back pocket on dungarees. I use normal pockets on like trouser legs. So yeah, I will probably just cut out those ones of which there are pockets. So yeah, but yeah, so I'm going to eliminate quite a few bits and pieces I just don't want on quite simple dungarees. And yeah, so I will come back to you later, hopefully with a cut-out pattern and some cut-out dungarees that we can sew tomorrow. Because tomorrow I do plan to pop out. Got to go, Rye bless him has picked up my parcels for me, which is really sweet of him. But I need to go, even though I sound like this and feel like hot garbage. I do need to go get, like I said, the bits I couldn't get in Iceland. So I said that last week. I knew I'd need to go do an Aldi top-up shop of the things I couldn't get. So I need to get Lucasades and some bits and pieces. So yeah, so I need to go do that, and I think I'll go do it tomorrow. But there we go. So, but yeah, so I'll catch up with you later, and I'll update you on the progress of probably just my dungarees, and then I plan to probably crochet for the evening, because this being a repetitive one line then one line, you swap over every other row, it's quite something easy for me to do. And it sounds stupid, I can see myself doing it in the evening. There's some projects I do that I can't see the actual wall in the evening, it's too dark and everything's too tiny. So yeah, so you know, that's can do it for the evening project. Other ones I have to do in daytime. So there we go. But cool, I'll catch up with you later and yeah, show you how far I've got on my inspired by binge watching the Sewing Bee dungaree efforts for today. Hello, we are more evening time now. It's 6:20. I put comfies on, as lovely as my rainbow trousers were. They get to a point and you think, oh, it's a bit squeezy. So yeah, it took me much longer to cut out that pattern than the pattern was quick. The fabric on the floor took me long to cut out than I thought. My voice is pretty good outspoken for like 2 hours, so I've let it really build up. So yeah, but I've got it all cut out. I'm pleased, even with the way I've simplified it. I've got rid of the buttons on the back of the dungarees, because who's going to do buttons on the back on your bum? Yeah, I've got stretchy fabric. And yeah, so I've simplified bits of it, which will be cool. Yeah, I managed to cut out shorts. I extended the leg a bit because I went and got the Yours shorts I got from Vinted recently, the swirly ones, and did them that leg length because I like that leg length a lot, and I thought that would make great dungarees in that leg length. So yes, I added a couple inches to the trouser bit to make them longer. But because I'm now making shorts as dungarees, I've got loads of the fabric left. I can't remember how much I bought. Actually, if I have a quick look on my phone. What I do when I go fabric shopping is I put everything, because I'll be lost without my notes section on my phone. You know, I put everything in my notes section, and I have a list of my fabric, I think, on here. Is it still on here? It is. Maybe not that fabric buy. I usually keep the previous 2 fabric buys on here, but I don't think I did. I did see it recently on bits. I think I bought either 4 or 6 meters of it. So yeah, so I've actually got enough for trousers, which will be really fun. So I will use the remaining sparkly fabric I've got to make the wide leg trouser pattern I love, with the elasticated waistband and the fun but weird pockets. I will probably use that to make a pair of wide leg trousers. So then I've got dungarees and trousers to go in my... The trousers could be winter or summer, which is a bonus. And then there's obviously dungarees, more summer. So yeah, so I'm pleased I've got, you know, my dungarees cut out, because I don't have any dungarees anymore. I had loads. I had so many pairs of Luciniacs, and I had to sell them all because none of them fit. That's why I've rebought trousers that then I've had to fit myself. But yeah, I had to sell my dungarees and jumpsuits. I had so many. They made a good chunk of change on Vinted, but you know, I then used that last summer to replace bits I needed. So, well, the end of summer, so it's more bought bits for the winter wardrobe. But yeah, because I had to get stuff like coat, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been entertaining how many things I've had to sell to them just buy replacement clothes in a smaller size. So, but yeah, so there we go. So, I'm quite chuffed. I'm going to have some dungarees. Rice still out and about. I'm still very full up from my sausage baguette. For Richmond sausages and then like half a baguette. It was lovely because I bought a big baguette from the corner shop yesterday. So yeah, and I had a bit of my homemade cake, the one in the pastry. So yeah, the only thing is, I'm thinking tomorrow, I do need to go food shopping, but I'm so fucking tired, like really just tired, and it took the worst bit about cutting out the fabric. I felt so weird for part of it, just really weird and odd, and I didn't like it. So yeah, so as much as I need to go out tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I still feel really quite poorly. So yeah, so I'm not too sure of what to do on that. If I give it a couple of days, I'm wondering if maybe if I ask my mum, because I can't ask Roy, he can't do it, he just can't. I might ask my mum if she could go do it maybe for me, and then bring it up this week, or taxi straight up from Aldi, you know, or, you know, ask my sister, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I honestly feel that rubbish. It's not even like I'll be like, oh, I'll just jump down on the bus and I'll taxi you back. It's the kind of thing where I could stand in the middle of Aldi and just have a moment, I think, and feel just really poorly and overwhelmed and just need to walk out and come home, but I'd be far away from home, so it's really hard. Because yeah, I don't want to make anyone else sick, but also I need some help. Which is always a struggle of mine, so yeah. So I'm thinking I might phone my mum this evening and ask and say, could either you or Soph do me like the world's hugest favour, you know? So yeah, so I might do that just to give me just a bit of leeway in getting the bits I need, and filling gaps where they're needed, as well as, you know, I mean, I could technically do like a Tesco shop, but I don't want to order 60 quid's worth of stuff or 40 quid, whatever their minimum is. You know, that's my other option, but let's have a look. I can't remember what the minimum order is, to be honest. Home delivery. Let's do Flexi Saver because it's cheaper. Nutcase pays full price for the food delivery. What's wrong with them? Let's do afternoon because sod that. Let's go into basket. I think that usually tells you. Yeah. I'm not too sure. It might be worth doing a Tesco order and then, you know, doing that. It's frustrating though, because I thought it'd be good for my Iceland order, but honestly I feel so poorly And I know my mum is busy decorating. They're currently decorating one of the bedrooms. They're doing it really cool. It's having like flower wallpaper on the ceiling, and she's done the edging in green, and then the what's it called? Stuff at the bottom of the wall. This is where I shout at the TV because I know the word. I can't remember the word, but you know what I mean, the bit at the bottom of the wall. That. She's done that pink, like neon pink. It looks so good. And then yeah, so the ceiling's got like the flowered wallpaper, and then it's got like striped two-tonal like sagey green and green Laura Ashley wallpaper she found really decently priced. My sister's been helping her, so actually they're both tired and busy, so you know, I don't want to inconvene on them doing their decorating, and when they're not, they're resting, you know. My sister has been a huge help for my mum with that. But so yeah, so what I might do is just sit, swallow that it's no good, it's half term, it's been wiped off of doing anything fun this week. If it's out the house, I can't do it. I feel so shit. Honestly, so sore and tired. Just kneeling on the floor made me feel really woozy and odd, you know. I hate feeling like that when I'm by myself. I've had something to eat, but you know, it's just, yeah. And because it's not like I'm snotty or full of anything, I'm just really run down feeling. Just achy and tired and just, yeah. There's no necessarily a medicine I can take to get rid of a symptom. So it's just, you're struggling through it, which I'm the worst at. So, yeah. Hey ho, yeah. I'm gonna swallow my pride and just do a Tesco order and have some extra bits and pieces. And actually, in reality, Ryan is out now at the weekend. He's going to a steam fair locally. I just need to buy a handful of just lazy lunches and dinners, so I may as well just get a Tesco order, buy a pile of drinks for Rye from that, and then I can get him his milkshakes and bits. So yeah, so I think I just need to do this week. And obviously I didn't do a huge food shop last week. I've had a huge clear out of my fridges and freezers. We've eaten a lot down. I think this is one of these double food shop kind of feeling weeks, although technically one was Saturday and today's Monday. It just feels like a lot, because, you know, but it's annoying because I have a £15 voucher for Aldi and I can't use it. I know Aldi can't do home shopping, but my god, it'd be amazing if they did. But yeah, no, so I think I'm going to swallow my pride, do a home delivery order, get a pile of bits and pieces in, drinks, heavy stuff, that kind of thing. I might get some more baking stuff in because I did really enjoy doing my baking the other day, yesterday. So I think, yeah, I'm going to get some more baking stuff in, get some more butter and eggs. I got loads of sugars and everything, so yeah, so make some peanut butter cookies and stuff like that. I think that's always nice, and I can use my mixer, which takes the tiredness out of all of this. So yeah, so I think, yeah, I'm gonna swallow my pride, do a Tesco order, and I'll show you what I get in that tomorrow. But I can hear my voice is really going and it's becoming quite sore, so I will love you and leave you. I hope this Monday's been good, but yeah, so I'm gonna go, yeah, do a Tesco order and just crochet for the evening and see how far I can get, because although it would be lovely to get this panel done today, I don't think I will. Bearing in mind it's already 6:30 and I've still got quite a chunk to go. I'm not even halfway yet, so I was a bit ambitious, but you never know. Tomorrow's another day, but for now, if I could get half of it done, that would be really cool. So yeah, so I'm going to go do a Tesco order, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. Hello, happy Tuesday. I'm just folding up some washing. It is just gone on in the afternoon. We've already had, hence why my voice is really bad already. Ryan's doctor's appointment, his annual checkup. He gets, normally, you don't get annual checkups really here in the UK, but Ryan does because he falls under being a vulnerable person with his autism, so it's just a thing we do. Once a year he goes to the doctor's, has a checkup of everything. This year he's now going to have blood tests, which he's not very happy about, but because he is over 18, they can do it at our local doctor's surgery instead of having to go to the local hospital. And I had to point out, and I was like, look, I said, within 3 years, we had 3 relatives go to hospital and we nearly lost 2 of them. The hospital is quite traumatic for us, so yeah, can't do that. So I'm just going to take them all off the octopus things. These are great from IKEA, so excuse the noise for a sec. I'm going to put the wet washing on them. So we done that this morning. Which is cool, to get that done and dusted. Right, it's gone out to the local workshop space to go crack on with his bits and pieces and projects he's doing, because it's half term, so he's got all the time he wants this week. So yes, he's off to go do that. It is a grey, wet, miserable day. It's so not nice out there. I have managed to pull a muscle on my left side here. I still have to use my hand to check left and right. At the back, I pulled one of my ribs. It's just screamingly sore. So yeah, so I am quite sore today, to the point I have a sticky heat patch on it specifically. I'm just doing this wash load here because I really need to do a wash load of Ryan's clothes, so I had to clear the load that was in the machine. It got washed twice. It was that kind of wash load. The joys of being poorly, little bits start falling behind, so yeah. And so yes, I'm doing this just out of some necessity. And then also, later this afternoon I do have a Tesco delivery coming. It was just worth the extra money to get bits delivered. My mum is screamingly sore from her decorating, as is my sister from being a helper. So yeah, and by the time I figured in what I'd buy and then a taxi, I could have just done a Tesco delivery and have it brought to the door, so that is what I decided on in the end. So yeah, so I've got a Tesco delivery coming today, between 3 and 4 it was in the end, so that works out great. The only downside is obviously my muscle pulled bloody hurts, so right, what I'm gonna do is, I've got like a little wheelie trolley. I've got a little one and a big one. I'm gonna put all the dry stuff, cupboard stuff, probably just sit the bread to the side, leave all that stuff downstairs, maybe just bring the bread up because it won't weigh anything, but leave all the other stuff that is dry downstairs and all the drinks, and I will just bring upstairs the freezer and the fridge stuff that needs to be put away, and Rye's going to bring up the other stuff when he gets back from his workshop later. So yeah, he's going to help me out because yeah, I feel really quite rough today. It's not very fun at all, so I'm bearing in mind how my voice is going and how I'm feeling and my body aches. There's no need to do a food haul, if I'm entirely honest. It's literally a whole load of, I managed to get think I counted them and it worked out I got 18 different ice pops and ice creams for like £4.50 because I got loads of Tesco own branded stuff. So yeah, so I've got a pile of like fruit splits, mini milks and Soleros, but the Tesco version, and they're all on decent prices, so I got those coming because I'm not crazy hungry for like loads of savoury things, but I find that an ice pop is, although my throat isn't crazy sore, it gets sore from being tight, and when I talk it gets sore from being tight. It's not sore inside, you know, when you feel like you like to gargle razor blades. It's not like that. It sounds sorer than it is, but I do feel as rough as I sound, basically. Just not all in my throat. It's really weird. So yeah, but I find them quite soothing on the tension on my throat. So yeah, so I treated myself to a couple boxes of ice creams. If Ryan's friend wants to come round this week, because they were due to come round for a sleepover, I have said to let them know that I am poorly, just so they know what they're getting into. But they're right, not 100% sure if they're going to come round this week, because they're having some funky reactions to some new meds, which always sucks. I got a pizza, so even if they don't come round, we got pizza. And yeah, bits and pieces for the fridge, some yogurts and bits, and a whole load of milkshakes for Rye. So yeah, so gonna do that. My sister messaged me this morning. Grillers have announced that they're doing 4 special concerts a bit later in the year, and one of them is the Demon's Day album entirely, which is very special to all 3 of us, me, my sister and Ryan. So she said, oh, can you really try and get some tickets? And I was like, I'll try. I'll have better money after the 11th, but they go on sale, bloody, I've got pre-sales tomorrow, so I'll have to see. But Grillers tickets are expensive. When we saw them quite a while ago now, there was £75 a ticket back then. So I don't know, because this is a one-off gig and it's in a little place. But yeah, so it's just one of those things, and I'm like, we'll see, we'll really see. But I'm not crazy hopeful, and I'm not gonna push myself past where I can to get them. I will try, is all I'm saying, because that's all I can do. But yeah, there's all the wet stuff put on the octopuses. I'll fold up all of Ryan's pants. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, so that's kind of been the day so far. What else? I'm trying to think. There isn't really much happening this week, unfortunately. I didn't really plan anything because, you know, right, the last half term we were both on holidays, so this one we just wanted to enjoy it. And obviously I'm just feeling like hot human garbage, it sucks, but the choice of having an independent, you know, teen who can entertain himself with some bits, you know, that I know are okay for him to go and do, it's great. So yeah, so he's off the workshop, although it was quite fun. We were talking, we were waiting for going for the doctors, and I was saying about how I might ask him to make me something at his workshop. They have a laser cutter for wood, and I said, oh, I might ask you. I said, they do these things that are called sock blockers. I said, they're like sort of just literally wooden feet, wooden socks. I said, and you put like crochet and knit socks on them. I said, to block them so they keep their shape. I said, so I said, but they're made out of wood. I said, so we'll have to have a look and see if it's something you can do on your laser cutter workshop. And I showed him and he was like, oh yeah, no, can make them easy peasy. So we had a look on Etsy. I said, where do we look for files? I said, this isn't anything I know. And he said, Etsy. He said there are certain websites, but Etsy's pretty good for laser cut files. And we looked for the right type of file because he knows all this stuff I don't. I'm a proper mum when it comes to stuff like files and all that. I'm like, I don't understand. But yeah, so we looked for the right thing and actually found one that was even on sale for $2.99 and came in various sizes. And it works out, you know, gonna get 3 pairs that go from a 5.5 all the way up to a 10.5. So that would be pretty cool because then it'll cover multiple people to make socks for. So yeah, the only thing is obviously nothing goes up as big as Ryan's feet, but then again, ironically, all the crafts I can learn to do, I was carrying the TV. When you've got no voice, it gets even louder. Of all the crafts I've learned, I can't make him anything out of crochet. He doesn't like jumpers really. He's not a fan of knitwear. He doesn't like knitted socks. He doesn't do anything knitted. He likes fluffy things. So if it's fleecy or if it's like proper fluff, he will love it. But he doesn't like wool. I don't want to crochet fluff stuff. So we're at a really good impasse, and it's like, do you know what? I can't actually make you anything, and he likes fluffy blankets as well. So can I make him a blanket? You know, so the one craft where I'm like, I can't make you a thing because you don't like it. So, which is quite funny, but yeah, but it's quite cool. He has a little folder on his memory stick of mum files of stuff that to do for me, which is really sweet. So, but yeah, so there we are. I've got some washing folded. I've got some more washing on a clothes horse. I don't want to put it on the radiators because I'm not putting the heating on. It's not actually cold, it's just grey and wet today, but it's not cold. So I'm just gonna let the clothes air dry. Thankfully there's nothing super thick. Yeah, I just want to share with you my progress on my Paris crochet cardigan, of which my pattern I did has been so useful on helping me because I'm decreasing on both sides. So that it goes in on both sides. One side is the front and one side is an armhole. So it's quite complicated knowing how things go in, but my weird system of making a practice one and then a sewing pattern almost and writing where things go in on what side is very useful. I'd be a bit lost without it, to be honest, and because of that it's all going in rather smoothly on the taking it in front. So yeah, I'm really impressed with myself on this. So, but yeah, this is how far I've gotten it, which is pretty good. And I've got I think I'm up to row 10, yeah, and it needs to be 26 rows, so I'm gonna get the last bit of that done today, which will be awesome. I do have every delivery, so my throat is getting very tight. Bloody thing. I do have every delivery today of my TikTok wool from Yarn Addicts I bought. I will probably open it later. It's not due to be delivered till between like 8 and 9 PM, so I will share that with you tomorrow. I'll probably open it tonight just to have a look through it because I know what's in one of the mystery bags but not the other, so I want to have a look at that. Yeah, so we got wool arriving, which I can share with you tomorrow, and I know out of that there will be yet another project started because I really want to make something rainbow, and one of them is rainbow wool. So it's just fate. I need to make something rainbow. I haven't really yet. Which is kind of sacrilege, bearing in mind I love the brightness of crochet projects. You know, I know there's a thing that, you know, knitters are very neutral colours and crocheters go over the top, but there are neutral crochet things and there are over the top knitting. But I love the over the top crochet colours. I love dressing like a clown. It's kind of my thing. I love colours, so yeah, so I'm really looking forward to some new wool to play around with and make something really bright and colourful, so that will be fun. But for now I'm going to go put away this stack of clean pants, because the boy has clean pants finally. In case you ever wonder what it's like living with someone with a cut condition, that's the pants wash in our house. But there's the choice of how bodies are made and how they work, you know. I just wish I had shares in Primark's pants division is all, so. But yeah, so I think this is going to be it for today. My throat is quite tight and sore now. I've spoken for like 16 minutes. And I've already said what I'm going to be doing my deliveries later. So yeah, so this week's vlog might be a bit shorter than normal, although I can still ramble with no voice. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. I'll share with you what I got with my yarn haul. And yeah, let's hope I might feel slightly more human to maybe start doing my dungarees. Would be nice. That would be a nice thing to sew this week, to have it cut out and made. We'll have a cosy, creative week, purely out of necessary of me being poorly, but also being indoors gives a great excuse for it to be creative, especially in wet, gross weather. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and yeah, we will see what lovely creative things we'll crack up with. But for today, I'm gonna hopefully get the first half front panel of my Paris Metro cardigan finished. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. The hair is spectacular today. Yes, that is more scaffolding noises. Woke up 8:32 by them. Great. Just great. Got, you know, roofing beginning next week. It's just, yeah. The second we have any kind of nice weather, I'm going back to my nature walks and taking stuff out with me. But obviously right now it's windy, it's been wet, I'm poorly. It's a no-go right now. Also, I can give myself nice little bubbles. I've obviously got my noise cancelling headphones, and Ryan picked up for me yesterday. I got a switch charger. I gave mine away because I'm a nice human and never got it back. So yeah, I lent it out, never got it back. So I bought one off Vinted to make sure I got the right one. And it's a proper official one as well. So yeah, so there we go. I don't know why I started to vlog with this noise. I managed to do a good chunk of crocheting last night. I've got the finished front panel for my cardigan and I started on the second one. My parcel did arrive. This is all the wool. The best bit about it is the weight on it. It says 2.8 kilograms. So yeah, very full up. I will insert a haul now, so for editing Cheryl. Hello and welcome to this yarn haul from Yarn Addicts on TikTok. In here are two of their surprise bags, and 2 things I ordered from their shop. Please excuse my voice. I am poorly right now. This is the best and the loudest I can get. So yeah, so let's have a look and see what's in here. I remember I did watch the live, so I know what's in one of my mystery bags, but the other one I don't. So yeah, so let's have a look. It's very full up. Mystery bags are £12 each. They're released on Wednesday about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then there's a live, I think it's either 8 or 8:30. Great ones, yeah. So this is my second ever lot of mystery packs. The first one was a bit unsure on, but worked out to be amazing. It made me discover cotton yarn. So yeah, so 1,000 out of 10. These are fun. Ooh, there's quite a lot in here. Oh, that's cool. Cool. So let's get into it. The one I knew I was getting is this one, which is Nako Sultan. It doesn't have a colour really, but it's rainbowy, like dark rainbow. So it would go really well with the black. It'd be quite, you know, atmospheric. I've got 2 of these. They are 150 grams. I think they're Aran. Yeah, premium, not Aran, acrylic. Premium acrylics. I've got 2 of them. So they're going to make a really fun cardigan mixed in with some black, I think. And the cord, she's the lady that does it shares my name, Cheryl. Coordinates like tries to coordinate the bits together, which I think is really cool. It comes with this this giant multi-pack of 5 balls of wool, as well as those 2 big cakes. This is also 100% acrylic Milano super value. It's like a sort of mustardy colour, and these are 100 gram balls. You get 5 of them, so yeah, so that's very good. That'll go good with autumnal colours, I think, because I've been putting together colours for an autumnal cardigan, so I think this will go really well with greens and burnt oranges and stuff like that. So there's that one. My second mystery bag, I got another 2 cakes. This is Lollipop, and it is 80% premium acrylic, 20% wool. So it's got an element of wool in it. It comes with a little code thing to scan, so it might be a little thing on it. It's got the YouTube and bits and pieces, but this is a really cool fun colour as well. It's like sort of pastel-y, but a bit different. I like that. So yes, I got 2 of them, which are lovely actually. I really like them. I've never had this kind of cake yarn, so I think it'd be fun to work up. I've been itching to do another hexie. I haven't done a hexie thing since I started crocheting, so yeah. And I really want to do something rainbow and bright. As you can tell, I love colour, so yeah. And to go with the these, there's 3 big twist yarn, which I've obviously been seeing lots of people who have been obviously going to Joann's in America buying, because you know it was, you know, owned, you know, Joann's were the main provider of it. And this is Big Twist Shine, and it is 100% acrylic in coloured denim, which is a lovely blue. It actually does go quite well. It goes well with both, I think, but more this. So yeah, super soft. That's really fun. So yeah, actually just says on the blanket, on the thing, you need 3 to make a jumper. So yeah, that would be fun. So I've got 3 of them. Let's go with the cakes. And this is all that I ordered from their shop, because their shop is just as amazing as the bags. So yeah, so even if you just go buy stuff off the bags, off there, it's perfect. Not sure if these were classed as unbranded or what, but yeah, they're Lime brand yarns, 100% acrylic, 150 grams. But there's a sticker over the bit that says Lion, so yeah, these are fun. These were like, I think £5, £5.99. So yeah, so I've got 2 of these to make something bright and fun. I'm having a moment with hot pink right now. I can't tell you why, I'm just having a moment with hot pink. And this may also help explain. I got this for my hot pink addiction. This is Big Twist, this is Rave. And yeah, I love this colour combo. I made a bag out of pink and blue. Don't know why it's not showing up very well on the camera, but yeah, it is like pink and blue linen stitch, but my camera doesn't want to show it very well, so there is that. But yeah, so I really wanted to get this for the colour. I didn't even know it was Big Twist, so that's pretty cool. These are 150 gram balls as well. This is the colour Cyan Crush, and yeah, obviously you get 3 of them, and actually it says on there, for an adult jumper you need 3, so yeah, so altogether this was like 30 something pound. TikTok is great, throws you out a voucher every now and then, so I got a £6 voucher. Because I spent over a certain amount in the shop, I also got free delivery. So yeah, so I am very happy with my my wall delivery, and I cannot wait to get busy making some colourful clothes, especially with this. It's going to be so fun, and it's quite chunky as well, so I think it will crochet up very quickly. Obviously a crocheter, so yeah, so I'm very excited. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed my little haul. Bye. Apologies, it was portrait. I filmed it for TikTok last night, and although my voice is slightly better today, I just don't want to show everything twice. So I'm gonna cheat and use that one. So on the plus side, you can see some of them in a better light. Like this one is more, I don't know how to describe it other than the colour of a Caramac. The chocolate bars, if you do not know. But yeah, it's like sort of, yeah, a caramelly colour. Wouldn't be my go-to. I thought it was more mustard yesterday, but no, it's more sort of browny caramel. But these are my idea of heaven. They're so good, and I love how dark and moody they are. So yeah, and I just want to do another project now. I'm like, do I carry on with the French one? Do I be sensible and do some more Dragonfly one, although I've got to make that entire back panel again? Or do I just randomly start another one because it would be fun? And I have found a pretty good YouTube tutorial for a really good cardigan. Oh, not cardigan, a jumper. I'm saying cardigans, but you know, I just automatically want to call everything knitted a cardigan. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm no good. Basically, it's a V-neck granny stitch cardigan, or there is a really cool star one that would be fun to make. So yeah, so I want to do either one of them. But part of me thought I really should probably continue with what I've been doing. I want to do something new and colourful. Here we go. Oh, bloody ants. The colourful V-neck granny hexy jumper. It looks so good. So yeah, so I'm like that or a star, and I'm like, I don't know how to do granny stitch like in my sleep now. I'm like, that would be cool. And also I did spend time yesterday writing down. I've been working on my little crochet journal that I bought to start writing down all my projects, and also instructions for stuff, you know. So then, like the front, I was gonna have the back, but I was like, no, I want all my projects to be at the front. So the front I'm doing for projects, and then from the back it's gonna be instructions. So that way, if I'm like, how do I start a hexagon cardigan, you know, or how do I do the dragonfly stitch, I've got all of it written down in like instructions I understand. Obviously I know I can go back to the video and like refresh, but if I can like have my own I understand it patterns written down will be useful as a reference. Yeah, so certain things I've written down, like sunflowers, granny squares. I need to actually write down hexagon cardigan would be a smart one, because once I get started I'm fine, but it's the getting it started which I always forget. But it's basically clusters, and you do 6 of them. But yeah, so I might start that today just as something a bit fun, because as lovely as my Paris Metro cardigan is, it's very monotonous because it's the same thing. I mean, I know that a granny thing would be, but at least it'd be fun colours. And it'd be fun working in a different kind of wool. So yeah, and I've got to, you know, get a good find out what hook it needs. Apparently it says 3.5, but they're showing if you're making a shawl. I think I will probably go bigger, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm thinking of, yeah, doing a granny, especially that V-neck one would be nice because I like the neckline. As lovely as cardigans are, it'd be nice to have just a jumper. So yeah, so I might start this as a jumper, and I like the fact on my balls of wool I've got them going in 2 directions. So this one will be blue going to yellow, and then this one will be orange going into yellow. So it's slightly different in how they will crochet up, and hopefully I will have enough. And if not, I thought I could just add some black details in it at one point, or towards one bit, do them colourful and then black where they meet, maybe. I thought would be fun. So yeah, so I'm thinking of starting that today. I know I shouldn't be starting a new project, but I kind of don't care. I'm stuck indoors, I'm poorly, I can't go to anyone's house without making them poorly. I'm stuck inside listening to fucking scaffolding yet again. So kiddos went out for the day. This is half term, so kind of just dug here, to be honest. It's really shit. Part of me wishes I was tired so that I could nap. I'm not tired, so I can't nap. But yeah, well, I have said to Ray it'd be nice if he could like be in for one of the days, so we could like maybe you know, just so he's got time to actually be at home, and also he could we could do some baking, because I've got stuff to do, like the M&S chocolate cookies. I bought all the chocolate and stuff and then never made them, so yeah. Also, I got the days wrong for the Grillers tickets. Today's Wednesday, Grillers tickets pre-sale starts Thursday, so I got the days of the week wrong. So yeah, I can't even be doing that today, but yeah, so I'm thinking it's yet another crochet project. I don't particularly want to sew today, because I will say my back is not the happiest today, especially the top, and where my rib is not happy from yesterday either. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, oh god, drop everything apparently, crochet my way through life. I'm just gonna find a good hook size. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna just get a hook out and watch the tutorial and just sit and give myself just a nice bit of just time and something to do, really. So there we go. I mean, I did say I was going to try this week, but it wasn't necessarily going to be the most exciting. I would try, which is what I'm doing, but you know, there is, it says 3.5, but I've got it's quite chunky wool for what it is, so I've got a 4 or a 5. I might try a 5, because that would, 1, make it work up quicker, and 2, all my other granny stuff I've done with a 5. So I think that is what I might do, because this is looking quite chunky for a 5, and I don't want to make a shawl or anything. So yeah, no, that's with a 5. I think we're going to go with a 5 hook on this one, just because, yeah, keep using 4 on everything. It'd be nice not to use a 4 or a 4.5. Let's go a bit bigger so then it'll work up quicker. Instant satisfaction on it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is sit here and crochet and do something new, because yeah, I've never made a v-neck jumper, and obviously I can make it in two parts, which is amazing. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do in my day today, is do that, and then when I get bored of this I'll go back to the metro cardigan. But yeah, I'm just feeling a bit sorry for myself today. Sore, ache, and yeah, the only thing that feels better is the tightness in my throat as it eased off a bit. That's about what I feel better in. But what I really want to have is like a boiling hot shower, but the spoons to find to have a shower right now, it's, yeah, not today. I honestly, yeah, could quite easily lay in bed. I'm not tired, but my body is just so not. I've woke up like it's the end of the day, so my body is kind of done for the day, which sucks, but c'est la vie, what can you do? But yeah, so this will be it for today. Is yeah, just me rambling about how shit I feel, and a little yarn haul. But yeah, so that is about all I've got to share today. But yeah, I'll be working on this little cardi, this little jumper. So, and I like this wool, it's very fun. So it's like rainbow jewel tones, so a bit of rainbow goth basically, because it's not pastel goth, it's just rainbow goth. So perfect. So yeah, so I'm gonna go take some meds, take some painkillers. I've already had a bit of breakfast, and yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Really hoping I might rest all of today and then, you know, drag myself through the shower tonight, because then if I exhaust myself I'm going straight to bed anyway. Would seem the most sensible way to do it, which seems ridiculous, but that's how you kind of have to go sometimes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is yeah, rest today, shower tonight. I did a whole load of washing yesterday, so I'm not doing that today. I'm going to sit, I'm going to just be comfy and yeah, kind to myself. But yeah, comfy clothes on as well. I've got like a long hoodie and my Uniqlo black leggings. They're just normal black leggings, but they're the Airism ones, and they are so soft, like insanely soft. I got mine on Vinted as some summer leggings, because the Airism stuff is wizardry for the summer. It honestly works and doesn't make you hot and sweaty. It's impressive. But yeah, the fact these were flared leggings and they are insanely buttery soft. So yeah, so I've got these on today because sensory me just needed soft things. So there we go. So I'm gonna go crochet and take some painkillers, take my meds, yeah, and just sit and try and reserve my energy so I can do so just so simply I can have a shower tonight. If I'm entirely honest, that's kind of my mission for today, is, you know, feed me and my kid when he gets back, set him out with some lunch money, and yeah, have a shower just to see if it will ease some of my sore muscles. I don't know, but we can but try. So yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow, and I hope you're having, you know, a marvellous day and getting over hump day, which is the joys of a Wednesday. So yeah, so I'll see you beautiful folks tomorrow. Hello, good morning, happy Thursday. I haven't slept. Not a wink of sleep. I think it's quite obvious on my face. It's currently 20 to 8 in the morning. I couldn't sleep last night. I really tried. I had my meds, still couldn't sleep. I tried everything, so yeah. About 3:30 I just gave up, put headphones on, watched some YouTube, then I thought, fuck it. By 4 o'clock I was like, I am not sleeping. So I went and got the crocheting project. I've been crocheting for a chunk of the morning. Got this done. I just temporarily have just badly stitched it together just so I remember what side is what. But yeah, this is one ball of wool all finished. I did lose a bit of yarn chicken, but you know, it's fine. It fits. And I'm currently working on ball number 2 on the second side. But yeah, and then once I did finish with that bit of crochet, I've started this just while I've been in the living room. So yeah, working on side number 2. I organised my wool in the big like black heavy duty storage boxes I've got. 4. The new 3 would be like clothes and stuff. No, all the winter stuff. One was just spare. So I've made that my wool tote, so it's cleared all the wool out of the living room, and I've got just to hand project stuff. And yeah, so I've just organised all of that, taken bits out that I want to do start slowly, like my sister's Christmas cardigan, because it's lots of pastel squares and some bits for summer projects, and yeah, so I've just sorted that out. And then I folded all my clean clothes. They're currently all on my bed. And then yeah, oh please excuse my belly, it's making some noises. But yeah, I am tired, but not tired enough to sleep. I hate when my insomnia does this. But it's a combo. Obviously my voice is pretty good now. It's a combo of this bug. Apparently having a 2-hour nap yesterday completely fucked me over. I did end up having a nap. Didn't plan to, but I did. And then yeah, just spent the day crocheting my rainbow number there. So that is all I did yesterday. Well, that was fun. Stuff blowing in the wind on scaffolding. But yeah, so my brain does this every now and then where I just can't sleep, so I just don't sleep all night, and it almost like it's a reset day. So I sort of will feel like shit today, I probably feel my belly is pissed off. And yeah, I will probably nap a bit later and then sleep really well tonight, but in the meantime I'm just gonna feel sick and nauseous from being so overtired today, so that's gonna be great. Ironically I got the date for the Gorillas tickets wrong. It's for today, so I am hopefully going to be buying some Gorillas tickets this morning. I'll probably do that, then see if I'll go get a little bit of sleep in. Yeah, just frustrated, but silly. It's just, yeah, really annoying, but I quite honestly, I'm gonna call today actually a write-off, to be honest. I know it's not even begun at like 10 to 8 in the morning, but yeah, if I manage to do a bit of this just blob crochet, that'd be good. But and today's mission is literally have a nap, have a shower. I tried yesterday, but honestly it just, yeah, I hit a good little bit after my nap and then I just hit really rough. So And as it was, when I came back from the workshop and I forgot about local car show thing, he went to, now I'm yawning, of course now I'm yawning, when I've got to stay awake for another hour and a half. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, so I chucked him through the bath and he had a good soak and bits. So yeah, so it's more getting right washed yesterday. I will probably have my shower today, but yeah, I think I shall have a good crack at getting these Grillers tickets. But if they are way too expensive, it's going to be a no-go. So we will see. That's what I've told both Ryan and my sister. We will see. You know, I do have a budget in mind that I can kind of go to, so that's kind of what I've got to do. Yeah, once I've done that, I will try and get myself some sleep. Oh, there is no chance in hell of me doing any sewing today. I'm only going to manage that crochet because it's so the same and repetitive in a good way. It's quite automatic pilot for my hands. Yeah, so I quite like doing granny cluster crochet, so yeah, but not fun. I don't miss these days. Used to have them all the time. At one point, used to feel like every other day I wasn't sleeping, especially when Ryan was younger, like about 2, when we were living here. Just the 2 of us. And I was at uni. I had the most horrendous insomnia. Never really been a great sleeper, but yeah, it's not great. There we go. So this week has kind of been like a little daily update, but there's not been much for me to show, or you know, even time lapse. So, but yeah, I may come back to you later this evening. Hopefully had a sleep, chuck myself through the shower. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we've got some Greta's concert tickets, would be good. Would be nice. So yeah, so but on that fine note, I will catch up with you beautiful folks a bit later this evening, and yeah, we'll see how this kind of Thursday is going to be. Hello, as you can tell by my hair, I've had a shower. I've also had a few hours sleep. Oh, I slept from about 10:30 till 1:30. So yeah, so a couple hours of sleeping, which, I got rid of that sick feeling, you know, when you're so tired you feel sick, just nauseous. I had that, so yeah. I tried to get Grillers tickets. I was on the thing. I was in straight away. There was like 1,000 and something people in front of me. It sold every time I clicked on something. It sold out. Half of the venue was already sold out by the time I got in at 4 minutes, and the whole place was sold out by 5 minutes for the pre-sale tickets. So I didn't get tickets. Also, they're completely sold out of the carer type tickets, so I was gonna have to buy 3 full price tickets at £90 a ticket and fees. So yeah, it didn't happen and they sold out. So yeah, c'est la vie. We'll still go to the exhibition that's gonna be on about Grillers, but yeah, we just won't be going to the concerts. So, but because I kind of mentally thought, well, I'll put that money aside for this and that for the Grillers, and I'm like, in my brain I'm like, girl math, I've got some money. It's not a lot, but I've got some money. And I, as well as obviously just being tired, I'm sick to death of being home a smidgen now. I've been home a solid week. Yeah, so I got a notification I got a parcel that's arrived, so I'm going to drag my ass to town. I'm going to take my wheelie trolley with me. I'm not stupid. I'm going to drag my ass to town. I'm going to go pick up my parcel. I'm going to go get one of those foot peeling masks, because the one I've got, you have to sit still for an hour and a half, and I can't do that. So yeah, so I want the quicker one. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get myself a quicker one, so I can do that as my little bit of self-care. Now, I've had a lovely hot shower. I blasted my shoulder that's quite sore and stiff. It's feeling a bit more squidgy in the muscles. Blasted that with hot water for like a solid 5 minutes. And yeah, wash my hair, moisturise my body. I haven't moisturised my face yet, but I'm gonna do that when I get back, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna just pop to town, go get my parcel, pop through Poundland, and then pop through, where else? Might pop through the charity shop, see if there's any interesting wall, because they keep getting some good stuff. So I might pop through a charity shop or two, just to scratch that itch of leaving the house. And then I'm gonna go to Aldi. Ryan is out this evening. It's a late night doing workshop stuff, so late night can be like 11. I'm like, let me know, I'll give you dinner money. So yeah, so I'm flying solo for dinner today. I've just went through Deliveroo and just eaten all the things and nearly ordered Greg's, and what else? Then I looked at Wendell's, and then I was McDonald's, and then I looked at Five Guys, and then I was like, oh, it's all a lot of money. I'm so bad at, I can't do takeout. I'm so bad at it. So instead, I'm going to go to town, physically go get myself a steak bake in person, because that's all I actually want is a steak bake. I don't care if it's going to give me any kind of bellyache. I feel so rubbish right now. I don't give a shit. my beef intolerance is a bit zigzag. Depends on the fat. It's mainly just pure beef fat I have an issue with. So yeah, a little bit I can kind of cope with. A lot, no. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get a steak bake because that's what I really want, and maybe a Swiss roll. But I'm gonna bring them home so I can warm them up. And then I'm gonna go to Aldi and I'm gonna go get myself the bougie mac and cheese ready meal, and actually pick up a couple of ready meals because I've been quite enjoying having hot lunch, because I've just not been hungry for dinner. So I think I'm gonna go get myself a handful of ready meals, so I've got some just options for myself. And I will say I do like pasta, so yeah, so I'm just thought I'd just update you on the day and how we're doing. Let's see where this bus is. Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck on it's not too far, a thin jacket just because it's quite windy out there. Yeah, so I'm gonna chuck on a thin jacket. I've got just a t-shirt and my tummy hurts sweatshirt and my popper trousers, so yeah, so I'm comfy. I will wear my headphones out, but having worn them from like 3 in the morning till 8 this morning, I'm kind of all headphoned out. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let the wind dry my hair a bit. So yeah, so I'm gonna head out. And yeah, go do a couple of shops, just because my brain and my body needs to go out the house and do something. And I just really want some really good pasta for dinner without cooking. I want some minimal effort dinner, but I can't justify takeaway, so that's what I'm gonna justify a ticket to town instead. By the time I've done a ticket to town and Aldi, I probably would have bought, you know, the drinks, snacks and dinner. I would get in one meal over several, so that's kind of how I'm justifying it. And also I just fancy some little bottles of Coca-Cola from Poundland and maybe a Mountain Dew for my weird nauseousness. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get my coat and chuck some shopping bags in my trolley and head out. So yeah, because you know, it's just me till later, so I'll catch up with you beautiful when I get back from town. And yeah, there'll be a mini haul, so there'll be something this week. But yeah, why is it takes me staying up all night to mildly just have the fuck it, why not? I might wear my glasses though, because my god, my eyes are sore. And it's not even from shampoo this time. Look, they're not red. I'm just, my eyes are tired. The eye strain is real, so yeah. But and plus that, I did get a little bit of crochet done. This wool is really hard to show off. There we go. So yeah, I've got the start on my new hexagon cardi going. So that's kind of my mission for the day, is to get that done. But also mac and cheese. So yeah, let's go to town, let's go pick up a parcel, let's go buy some snacks and a few bits for a bit of nice bougie self-care bits, you know, just because it'd be nice to have some, just a nice thing or two. And yeah, and I will see what, if I record anything, I don't know, but if I do I'll put it in, and if not, you get a lovely haul when I get back anyway. So yeah, so I'll see you in a wee bit. Hello, I am back from town. Excuse the noise, the fan is on full blast because I am boiling. I went out in my tummy hurts sweatshirt and a denim jacket. And then I also realised on the bus I have not taken any of my meds today. So my anxiety is like here. And yeah, it's full of people, but the charity shop gods blessed me today, because obviously all my rest and not going out, they gave me some goodies. So yeah, so first I'm going to show you my Aldi stuff, purely because I'm then going to pause the video and go put the freezer bits in the freezer and the fridge bits in the fridge, because it kind of needs to happen. So yeah, so Aldi was my last stop, but I'll show you it first because I just want to get the cold stuff in the fridge. So I've got me and Rye these two chocolate sundaes that are new. I got myself a fancy fruit juice with loads of vitamins in, bearing in mind my current state of my health. These are what I want to get in the freezer. I have already started eating my way through my ice lollies. Yeah, so I've got some more. I haven't eaten my way through all of them, but you know when you're like, more would be good. And I fancied something chocolatey, so I got some Fiestas, which are obviously knockoff Feasts, and Mini Worlds, which are come on brain, I forgot the name of them. Honestly, I'm on this much people in batteries, everything batteries left. I got myself a little still passion fruit lemonade because I just needed something cold and liquid to chug, just a mouthful of, and I didn't want to have my juice because it could be quite thick and I just wanted something more watery. So yeah, chocolate chip swirl brioche. I got 3 of the golden syrup porridges. I know I've got porridge in the cupboard, but this is one you just chuck a bit of hot water in, so perfect for minimal effort kind of days, and can be good as a late night snack to fill me up at the moment. Bear in mind I keep having my dinner at lunchtime, so yeah. Got 3 pasta meals. I got chicken and bacon pasta, I got a tuna pasta bake, and then I got what I really wanted to go for was the fancy mac and cheese. So I've got my cheesy pasta in various forms. Also got jelly and custard, because jelly and custard is amazing, but I just can't be asked to make jelly right now, so I'm just bending down to get everything out of bags. There we go. They were pretty in the shop, I've squished them since. I got these passion fruit curd buns, they look nice to try. Is everything in there? That is everything in there. I've got a whole load of bags of chocolate because I thought it would be nice. Right, hopefully he's having a friend round and he's doing some days out. I just thought they'd be good for days out, and also just to have in a sweet box. I've got these for me. These are honeycomb clusters. They look good. They're new. Crunchy M&Ms. And then I've got giant chocolate buttons and caramel chocolate buttons. So yeah. That is all my Aldi stuff. I did get myself my steak bacon, my roll. And I did pick up my parcel, but we're going to do the parcels at the end because I have another parcel that's arrived while I've been out. Let's just do these last couple of bits because these are also got to go in the kitchen, and then I'm going to quickly pause you, put the stuff, food shopping away, and do all the fun stuff where I can ramble for a bit. But I got 2 packs of gut meds just because we're running low in our medicine box, and with my lack of sleep I got myself some bougie Gaviscon. So yeah, because that sort of nauseous, feel sick, acidy thing, and my camera battery's flashing, so I'm going to put this food shopping away and I'll come back to you with a fresh battery and we can do all the fun stuff. There we go, fridge and freezer stuff in their right places, so I don't have to hurry myself. So yeah, so I popped in Superdrug because I wanted to see if they had like the quicker foot peeling mask, the ones that don't take an hour and a half. They didn't. The lady was like, oh, we've stopped selling them. I didn't know that. But I did pick up this. It was on offer this week, and these are foot pampering socks, and they're like really moisturising, and they smell like peach sorbet for $1.50. So I got that, and I also got a teeny tiny purple mascara. Not mascara, eyeliner, because I like this brand, and they're obviously not going to be stocked in Superdrug anymore. So sorry, let me just shut my hair up. It's dried while I've been out, so it's very poofy, but the wind did a great job of being a natural hairdryer. It was like warm wind, so actually perfect for being a hairdryer. So there we go, just let's get it out of the way a bit. So I did that, and then I went into Poundland, which was well, first one in Boots, see if they had a foot peely mask. They did. It was $8.99, and then they had one that was £6, and I thought, we're in Poundland. I think I've just picked up another 2 of the one I've already got, but they're worth having. It's no good, you can't find them where they don't take 90 minutes, so I would just have to find something really good on Netflix, sit with my crochet project, a drink and a snack, and just sit and do it. So yeah, so I might sit and do that later. So I picked up another 2 just to have for over the summer, or you know, just build up gross stuff on feet because I walk a lot. I've got some more. This is like the most unhealthiest day of shopping I've ever done, by the way. There is nothing remotely healthy. The nearest to healthy was the porridge and the juice. Everything else, absolute garbage. But that is all I kind of want right now. Ryan grabs in his bags when he goes out, and then he buys food as well, so it's cheaper to take drinks and sweet treats with you and then buy the substantial thing when out and about, so then there's no worries about keeping it cold or, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, so this is what we kind of do. Yeah, so I've got some chocolate ice gems. I love them. They're like little tiny digestive biscuits. They're different from normal ice gems. So yeah, and I also got some little packs of Maryland cookies. So yeah, I got these because they look like they're going to be like the Kinder ones, but they were only £1. And then, just because it's nice to have just a bottle of pop sat next to me, I got these little, these 1.25 litre bottles of Coke Zero because they were £1 each. So I got some of them. I know I've got cans of pop, but you know, sometimes you just want a big drink sat next to you. That's what I kind of thought I fancied, so I got some of them. So yeah, so I've got all the garbage I need to sit and rot for the weekend. Right, going to a steam fair this weekend. No, I'm not. Yeah, so I picked this up. This was from Salvation Army. It's still got the tag on it. United Queendom, London. Apparently it's £20. But yeah, it is a hot pink messenger bag. I don't know if it's leather or faux leather, but it's hot pink. That's all that matters. So it could be real leather, could be faux, probably faux to be honest, but it was £5 and I thought I like that. It's a really good size for sketchbook and stuff, so yeah, I thought no, especially for my walks I want to start doing. Obviously I've already done one and then bug hit, so that's kind of prevented, but yeah, so crochet and my sketchbook and my little pencil case in this. on my little adventures to the green space in our town will be amazing. That was £5, which I thought was great. Then I went to Salvation Army. I don't usually look in the window. I'm not usually a window looker, but I did today, and this little guy was just sat there, and I literally walked straight in and went straight to the till. You know when fate's like, we'll pay with you. They've got a new till system and it was being a bit awkward for the person in front. I'm like, come on, pay, come on, I need it. And I was like, I need the frog in the window. The lady went, oh, I have to get manager, we're not allowed in the window. And they did. And then someone went, they went, oh, someone's pointing the frog. Someone went, oh, I like the frog. That was about 3 employees who all went, oh, the frog's really good. And I was like, I'm sorry, I have a little frog I have a frog collection. I've been collecting frogs since I was like 6. Honestly, I've got like a wide mouth frog he reminded me of the Malteser one. I've honestly had him since I was 6. So I've always liked frogs, and obviously frogs spawn at school, and yeah, so I've always liked frogs. And I'm like, sorry, I was like, but I will lovingly look after him and he will have a name by the end of the day. But yeah, oh god, it looks like someone DIY'd a hole in it, but I can sort that out. But meet my new son. He was £10, but look at him. Is he not spectacular? Look at his little face and the glaze on his back. He's magnificent. I love him. So yeah, he was £10 of perfect, and I honestly walked around the shop with him like this, and the lady was like, do you want to leave him in the till? And I'm, nope. I was like, nope, he's my new son now. So, but yeah, look at his little face. Isn't he adorable? So yeah, so my new favourite thing is my frog. I don't think I'm going to put a real plant in him, because I think he's going to go in my room, because he will look so cool on top of my bookshelf, or on a bookshelf with like loads of vines spilling out that I bought from IKEA. So yeah, so I think that's what he's going to do. But he is spectacular, and he was £10. And yeah, that, in total what I spent in this charity shop was £21.50. I could have quite easily spotted him in like TK Maxx for 30 quid and paid that for him. I love him. He's such a lovely colour glaze. So yeah, so I am a very happy bunny with my frog. So there we go. So I've got frog. I also got other bits, but frog. The frog. We'll start off with the bag. I got this knitting bag. Well, technically it's a knitting bag, but it's the bit of the hole. But it's just a wool bag. It said hobby gift, and yet it was £3.50, and the lady said it came in literally today. She put it out today. So yeah, so I was like, oh. And obviously this is the charity shop that also has wool, so I got wool. She'd organised them all in colours, and she was like, she could see I was feeling, she was like, do you knit or crochet? And I'm like, I crochet. I said, but I've been on the hunt. I said, what I want is cotton. I said, you know, that's what I'm kind of wanting at the moment. And yeah, I said, it works really well. You've organised them in colours, because there's certain ones I want. So yeah, so in this bag of white, which was £3, there are 2 big balls of white cotton, which are soft. The joys, I had a feel of them. And there is another one that's like textured, that's half cotton, and there is a second one of that. So yeah, and then there's obviously like, I think 2 like acrylics. So yeah, I will use the ones, keep the ones I want to keep, and then donate anything I don't want to use back. So yeah, and then I've got a pink bag for this one. This has been in another bag of mixed stuff for ages, and I've been waiting for it to go down in price, and then she organised them in colours, and I'm like, thank you, I wanted this giant pink ball of cotton. So yeah, and then there is also it's a cool colour, but it's not the nicest feeling acrylic. And then one of these like really textured yarns. So yeah, so I'm not too sure on the other two, but I would have paid, you know, basically paid £3 for this, which I think is worth it. So yeah, because as lovely as online wool is, you have to pay the damn postage. So although it can be like £1.50, £2 a ball, once you pay the postage, you got to see, you know. And also second-hand stuff, you know, I'm not buying new things, so new things aren't being produced. Also, this is why I got these. I get my stepdad a Father's Day card because he's an awesome human being. We love having him in our lives. So I got in this one, it says Happy Father's Day and relax, and it's gardening. So yeah, because obviously so many things are based around alcohol and I don't like to buy anything alcohol based. So yeah, so I got him a gardening based Father's Day card which is perfect because he's going to be looking after my garden. And then I picked this up for my mum because my mum's an absolute rock star. So I thought, fuck it, she deserves one too. You know, I deserve one, but you know, I can't buy myself a card. That's just a bit weird. And I don't need a card to be told this, but I thought it'd be nice for my mum because she has been doing both jobs for quite a few years. And obviously in the past like year or two, we've really reconnected really well back, you know, we're back to being mother and daughter rather than just related, which is lovely. So yeah, so I got this card that says, Mum, on Father's Day, if you do both jobs you should get both cards. So I got my mum that. So yeah, but there we go. So that is all my goodies from the charity shop. Then I have got, this is quite a chunk, I apologise, Thursday will be probably the longest day this week. I mean, actually there's a chance I might just do these bits and then round off this weekly vlog here. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but to be honest, with how my sleep has went, I imagine I'm going to have a really quite long sleep. I really hope I have a long sleep. And I think from this going out today, no meds and all that will wipe me. So let's make today really good and round off the weekly vlog on a nicey. So yeah, so I went and collected my vintage parcel, which we will open together. Oh, it's still just as lovely as I remember. This is the dress that I wanted from last year that goes in a little V and it goes all the way down. They've rebought them out, but they bought them out in this weird scrunchy fabric. This is entirely t-shirt in. It's all the same fabric and it's just a giant t-shirt, which is perfection. And it is in an extra large, so it's nice and looser for summer, because yeah, I love sometimes more fitted dresses and other times you just want stuff to hang from, like the boobs just hang, you know, be just the Russian circus of fabric. So yeah, that's what I wanted with this. That is amazing. That was £5. I admired it last year in store at like 14 or 18. So yeah, so I was patient, but they never went in sale. And if they did, I missed it. So yeah, but my temu order arrived while I was out today. So I get to share with you my temu order as well. So this is a proper mega haul of goodies for us all. Oh, it's such a good size. I will start off with this gem I got for Ryan. He has a, I don't think he's in the living room, I think he took it in his room. He has like a flight case, a metal flight case of for his controller thing. It's very bougie and fancy. It's got foam in it and everything. And he has a thing, he has one side with like stickers and then he has another side with sweary rude stickers. So I love the fact he's got it like PG and not PG. And I picked him up this and it says warning, protected, property is protected by a budgie. For 60p. I needed to buy it, so I did. I got myself a cap. I have one or two caps. I don't have many. Oh no, I have a few more than that, but yeah. But I love these faded caps. I've got a Taylor Swift one that I love. So yeah, and I just thought, with my current love of pink and orange, I got this lovely faded orange one. It goes really well with me today with this little faded bit at the front. This peachy Amsterdam flower market shirt I got in Primark last year in Amsterdam. So yeah, so I thought just be nice to have another hat, and also I can put a patch or something on it so I can customise it for myself. So yeah, so I've got myself a new cap, which I thought would be fun for the summer. So I've got myself that. Oh, I got myself, I think they're called Dutch dough whisks. I got my brother-in-law one for Christmas a couple of years ago because he hit a moment of making bread, which is amazing. And I thought, I never got myself one, and I spotted it and I'm like, I'm going to get myself a dough hook because I have got a really good big, I got it from Lidl for £5, that big like loaf of bread tin, and I thought this would be good to, you know, make bread. I like making bread. So I got some zips that you can crochet round and crochet onto bags, which I thought would be cool. I got a 3-pack of orange because obviously I'm currently making my sister a bag, although I think they are way too big for it. I don't think they're going to work on that, but they'll work on other things. So yeah, so I got these, and also a really good autumnal bag maybe, and then I got a pink one. I am wanting to make like bum bag crossover bags, so they'll be good for that. So I've got 2-3 packs of zips. I got this. We buy lots of baguettes because we like baguette. I got a giant baguette bag just to keep baguette in, you know. So yeah, that was like 60p or something. God, these are massive. They're huge. Wow, they'll be fun. I got some ridiculous sized crochet hooks because of the Halloween-y t-shirt coloured yarn I got, you know, the green, the purple and the black. I looked it up online, like just t-shirt yarn, and it says you need to use between a 10 or a 15mm hook. The biggest I've got is 8, and I was like, ooh. So yeah, so I got a pack of 8, 10, 12, 15 and 20 crochet hooks. They are plastic ones, but I thought they're not going to be used that often, so they seemed a good idea, and I thought I don't want to pay tons of money for something that is just a every now and then project rather than a constant. I got these for, again, walks in the park. Only comes with one, which is perfect. It's a little metal, like, reusable sauce thing with a silicone lid, and I thought when I go for my walks and I want to take, you know, cucumber, I could take a little pot of salad cream to dip it in, or I could take like salad dressing for a salad if I'm going to take that as my lunch. I thought this seemed very useful, and it's reusable. So yeah, so I got that, and that was like 50p, so very good. And the last thing is in a box. I can't remember what it is. The joys of Temu, you never remember what it is. Why does the sellotape always... There we go. It never separates, it always like melds together. Oh, these even aren't for me. These are for my sister. I'll send her a picture of these actually. These, they gave me a mega offer, and I thought, fuck it, I'll get her some. She broke her one pair of sunglasses on holiday, because only my sister could own one pair of sunglasses. And they're these heart style ones. And for like £1.40, I got 6 pairs. So there's black, pale pink, which are the ones she had, lilac, white, red, hot pink and blacks. So yeah, so there are 6 pairs of sunglasses there for like £1.40, because I offered to, I was going to buy some in Primark in London, and they just didn't have any good sunglasses. I'm not impressed with their sunglasses this year. So yeah, so I just didn't buy any, but I think I'll take a picture of these and send them to her and say I bought you a present. But yeah, there we go. So that is, I think, how we are going to finish up this weekly vlog, because I think tomorrow all of this is going to hit me like a truck, and I'm going to feel tired and not the grandest. I think, yeah, but you know, when you're scratched and itching your brain and you just feel better for having been out and done something, because yeah, I hate relying on other people to do things for me. So yeah, so that was the last parcel I needed picking up. The other 2 I've got coming are being delivered, and then I'm going to give Vinted a break because I've been a bit spend happy on Vinted recently. But yeah, but the 29th, what's the date actually? Check. Oh my god, he only went in the window today. So yeah, but no, my beloved frog is my favourite thing. And yeah, fate gave me an icy for feeling so shit. It decided, here, have a frog. So yeah, so I have a very happy buddy with my friend. We have to think of a name. Drop us down in the comments, what do you think I should name a frog? You know, yeah, I'll give you a close-up of him. He needs a good name. Even the lady in the shop was like, let me know his name. His or her name. But yeah, he can be whatever gender, or say he, they can be whatever gender. So yeah, hit us up with your frog names. What should my beloved new friend here be called? And yeah, let me know what you think about anything else I picked up, and just how your week's been. Obviously, you know, mine has been indoors but creative, so yeah. So, but we haven't got around to stuff like dungarees today, but they ain't going anywhere. So yeah, I'll see how my spoons are doing for if I get up to a weekend vlog or not. I cannot say if I am or not, because I'm kind of playing it by ear by day at the moment. So yeah, Saturday me will be able to sell you, and even then it'll be, you know, you'll know because I've recorded it and uploaded it. But yeah, I won't know till Saturday. It's the reality of how I've been feeling. So on that fine note, I will love you and leave you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little like Aldi, charity shop, temu haul. And then there's been like Vinted bits during the week. So yeah, with it's been a alright week, even if, you know, human garbage has been, you know, my middle name. So yeah. So I'll catch up with all you beautiful people later. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you lovely folks later. Bye.